Welcome to 10X Power Up. My name is Steve. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my process for cleaning the upper receiver on my AR platform. Now, first video to this series I did on just how to clean the barrel. Follow the link below. And the second video was how to disassemble, clean, and reassemble your bolt carrier. And the link for that is also in the description below. So, that being said, let's get started. The first thing you're going to have to do is push out your takedown pin at the rear of your rifle. Now, some of them may be a little tighter than others. I push it down and I use a bamboo stick to push it out. And then all I do is let it fold in half and I put it into my vise and I lock it down. Now, I forgot to mention, and I should have mentioned it on the opening, you are going to be handling your rifle, so if I may suggest that you remove all the ammunition from the room you're working in, and always keep your rifle pointed in a safe direction whenever you're handling a firearm. So what I do before I get started is I always take a rag and I cover up my trigger group. I don't want to keep all the solvents from dripping into my trigger group as much as possible. Okay, so if you're new to the platform, to remove your bolt carrier is where we got to get. There's a latch on the other left side of your charging handle, and you're going to depress that and just pull it back. Now, this charging handle will stop at a certain point, won't go anymore. So you're going to have to pull out your bolt carrier, and then at this point your charging handle is going to drop right out. You can see that there's two little nibs here, and that's what locks in the charging handle. So if I put the charging handle up here, it's not going to go in. So I actually have to put it in the center of the upper receiver, and I find that little notch where this goes, and then it slides, and that's how it stays in place. And this is the latch that you release and pull back on the charging handle if you're new to the platform. Now, we're going to take this cleaning rod I have here, and we're going to put a patch over the end of it. Now, a little disclaimer, I have already cleaned this rifle, so it's going to come out fairly clean. So I'm just showing you the process that I use to clean my rifle, breaking it down into small segments. So this has a bore guide on it which keeps it centered, and I just turn this. Now, on occasion I will use this chamber brush. If you're new to the platform, this cleans out where the lugs are, and this cleans your chamber. I don't do it that often. I found that if you let the chemicals sit in there and do what they're supposed to do, it breaks up all the carbon and copper. So now I'm just going to pull this out, and you can see that this is really super clean. It's really not dirty at all. So now what we're going to do is just release this from the vise, and then I take it, and I have a magazine in here that I just lock this onto, and I gently let it down so I don't damage it on the corner of my vise here. Now, I hope with the flashlight you can see this pretty well, and I'll wipe this out as much as possible. Now, one little area you're not going to get to is right here, because obviously I don't have an opening to get to it. Now you can put a lug mop in there. I have them, but I choose to do it this way, and I'll show you. What I do is I take a couple 1.5-inch patches and I just push them down in here. And then I take a bamboo stick and I just push them underneath the lugs, and I just twist it around. That's always seemed to get everything pretty clean for me. And then once I finish doing that, I leave the patches in there. And the reason I do that is I now am going to clean out this area here, and to do that I just take a rag and basically twist it up. This is a shop towel, and I just push it down in there and I run it back and forth like this, and that cleans it out pretty well. Then I'll also open it up and I'll get to where the ramps go that I might have missed with my finger. The ramps that are on your bolt carrier where it rides on. And then other area you want to focus on is right here. This little notch right here is where your cam pin goes and allows the bolt to rotate. So you want to clean that out as well. And then what I do after that is I just take out these patches and put them to the side. At this point, I put back in my charging handle and my bolt carrier. So all I do is, again, slip this in here till I find the notches. It's going to ride up and down. I grab the bolt carrier. I make sure the bolt itself is extended, because if I have it pushed in like that, for people new to the platform, your bolt carrier will not go in. You need to extend your bolt carrier like so. Lift up on your charging handle and gently just drop it in and push it into place. And then what I do is I just come down and lock my rifle. I push the takedown pin back in. So that's how I clean out the upper receiver on my rifle, folks. Now, in previous videos, and the link is in the description below, I went over the basics of how to clean a barrel for beginners. The second video was how to tear down a bolt carrier, disassemble, clean, reassemble. That's also in the description below. And this video obviously was on how to clean your upper receiver. Now, these are the methods that I use, but I find these are very effective for me. Now, whenever I finish working on my rifle, okay, I always check it to make sure form, fit, and function. So in this case, I'm going to make sure there's no ammunition in the chamber, which there isn't. I looked for it and felt for it. I'm going to designate that safe area, engage my safety. I'm going to disengage my safety, and the rifle functions properly. I'd like to leave you with these safety tips before I go, which is always keep your firearms pointed in a safe direction. Always keep your fingers straight and off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. And always keep your firearm unloaded until ready for use. I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that little button down there. Share with your friends. I hope you found this video helpful. Leave me any comments, what you thought of this video, anything you'd like me to go over. As I said in previous videos, I decided I'm going to focus on firearms and the sport that I love, which is high power rifle competition. In upcoming videos, we're going to start talking about the mental aspect of the game, and we're going to start talking about how to really build a solid position in all three disciplines that I shoot, which is standing, sitting, and prone. And we're going to talk the mental aspects as well. I've officially changed my name to 10X Power Up, so look for it there. Follow the links to my Etsy stores for great gifts for the whole family. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it very informative. Leave me a note, anything that you'd like me to discuss. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Have a great day and hope to see you at the range.